World Pro Wrestling Championship and is set for one fall.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
From Salisbury, Maryland, weighing in at 79,378.5 grams. Who's the guy with the supply? My awesome Tyler Hastings!
Well, we're waiting for the arrival of Ty Awesome. I'm Jason Heat alongside Mike Fresh. This is one of our featured bouts. Probably the one I'm looking forward to most, but Ty Awesome has not appeared.
Ty Awesome earlier tonight looking very upset about this match.
This is a four-way, no disqualification match, what we like to call Big Blue, the 1CW Heavyweight Championship. And I don't know where Ty Awesome is, but I do know who this man is.
That is the Ripper, Myles Millennium. Former.
The next participant approaching the ring at this time, weighing in at 175 pounds, from Ocean City, New Jersey, he is the Ripper, Myles Millennium.
You were about to say, I think, that he is the former 1CW champion. We're going to say that a lot. At this point now, with Chris Wylde having won the title under very nefarious circumstances, I will have to add asterisk there. All four men in this match are current or former 1CW heavyweight champions, which is, I mean, this match is loaded for bear with star power.
This is what I would call a four pillars of 1CW match. In fact, that is what I originally wanted to call this match when I signed it. All four of these men deserve this match. And I wouldn't say Chris Wylde won under nefarious circumstances. He came out and cashed in after.
If he had simply came out, if he had cashed in, if he had looked Ranch and Carlson in the eye and said, I'm cashing in right now, I'd agree with you. He said, Carlson, he said, I'm going to cash in on you at some point. You'll be able to see me coming. Go celebrate with your family. Have this moment. And the moment that Carlson turned his back, that's when he was attacked. If that's not nefarious, I think you better look up the word in the dictionary.
Carlson out earlier today saying that Chris Wylde won it fair and square. Take it up with Carlson.
Carlson can have his opinion. I'm allowed to have my own. Carlson is a nice guy. Carlson's a good man. Carlson's not going to complain. I have no problem complaining on his behalf whatsoever, Mr. GM.
Carlson, the man with the two biggest bells in 1CW.
It was at Chase to the Case that Ranch and Carlson finally achieved his dream and won the 1CW Heavyweight Championship from Ty Awesome in a brutal Houston street fight where he survived, and I'm not being funny when I say this, a testicular onslaught, but he only got a taste. He only got a taste of that gold, Mike. And what does it do to someone to only have a taste? I think it gets you, oh man, once it's in your blood, you got to have more of it.
I don't think there's any man that's ever been hungrier in 1CW than Ranch and Carlson.
Well, I mean, in multiple ways. It's a great segue to note. Ranch and Carlson in tremendous shape. He has changed his diet. He has trained his training. He's okay being hungry because look at it. He has sculpted himself into the best version of himself. Ranch and Carlson is at the best part of his career he's ever been.
Now we are waiting on the champion himself.
And theoretically, Ty Awesome. Ty Awesome was introduced and didn't come out. I don't know if that means we're looking at a triple threat.
I've been going back and forth with that idiot Derek on Facebook for the past month. I said, what is Ty Awesome going to do? How is he going to play into this? He assured me that Ty Awesome was on the same playing field as Chris Wylde.
Well, this has to do with Shawn Carlson. This has to do with Myles Millennium, and it certainly has to do with Ty Awesome. There's a lot of addictions in pro wrestling. We know that. That's a reality. I'm not trying to make light of it. But there is no addiction in wrestling like gold. Once you get a taste of it, once you've had an opportunity at it, you want it real bad, and you want it for good. And now Chris Wylde has his taste. He does not want to lose it. Chris Wylde accompanied by the Styles stable. Your friend, your pal, Derek Benish.
And out comes Ty.
The first state by way of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 205 pounds. He has been in 10 PWI 500. He is the 2010 PWI Most Improved Wrestler. He is a former NCW Workforce Champion. He has stepped toe-to-toe with Wylde. Undisputed 1CW Pro Wrestling Champion, the Heart Killer, the headline, Chris Wylde.
New music, new attitude. Chris Wylde has always been known as the heart killer, but for me, he's a heartbreaker. He won the chase to the case. He said he was going to become the 1CW champion this year, the only belt that's ever eluded him. And boy, he delivered. He delivered the promise. He's gotten everything he's ever wanted, and now he has to live with what he's become in order to get it.
Ty Awesome almost looking like a indignant child as he makes his way to the ring. He hugged it out with Shawn Hardy. For some reason, he hugged Derek, but he does not look in the slightest bit happy to be in this match. And what makes it interesting is Carlson and Myles Millennium seem to have a healthy respect for one another.
Well, they've been longtime friends.
Carlson's his former manager. When he started out, he was originally manager.
Carlson just knocked Derek Benish right on his butt.
I am going to replay that over and over and over.
Mike Fresh's favorite gif for the Millennium. But yes, the alliances in this match are interesting.
I might have told Carlson I would give him $50 if he drew blood. Might have said that about.
Allegedly. And we sort of are seeing this right now. Line up on territorial lines, the Styles stable against Myles Millennium and Shawn Carlson, who have been friends, who have been allies. There's a lot of history that got us here. It's hard to cover it all, but some important moments. Myles Millennium lost the title to Ty Awesome and hasn't forgotten, clearly.
Chris Wylde letting Ty Awesome being a lamb to the slaughter. This isn't smart on Chris Wylde's side because he doesn't have to get pinned to lose that championship.
Double team. Now we're about to see the test of these two loyalty. Are Shawn and Myles going to go at it with each other? Or are they going to wait, try and wear down Wylde? And Wylde not going to let us find out the answer. Shawn Carlson held the belt, held Big Blue literally just enough time to get a photo. It is the shortest reign of the 1CW Heavyweight Championship in this company's history. And that's not the kind of record you want.
And I've said before, these four men are the pillars of 1CW. Ty Awesome, Myles Millennium, that tale is as old as time. Shawn Carlson, the literal heart of 1CW, but then you have the heart killer himself, Chris Wylde.
And Chris Wylde looking to retain right now. And Ty Ty Awesome has been given marching orders. He's been given marching orders to play defense for Chris Wylde. There's a lot of questions at play in this match, but to me, this is the biggest. Is Ty Awesome going to be a good soldier, or is he going to be a willful competitor? Is Ty Awesome going to go into business for himself, or is he going to stay a supplicant member of the Styles stable? You've known him a lot longer than me. Care to tell me how you think it's going to play out?
I think Ty Awesome is waking up to what I said. And what I said is that he is a better man without Styles, without Derek, than he is with them.
Ty Awesome, trained by the Briscoe brothers, a young veteran who really gave up a lot of what brought him to the dance in order to rise to the next level, sold his soul. You see that gear that Ty Awesome is wearing? That is in honor of the Power Rangers.
Yes, I know, the Blue Ranger. The second Blue Ranger was one of Ty Awesome's idols growing up.
It's why Ty Awesome got into pro wrestling, because that heroism. It's just, to me right now, it feels anachronistic. It feels anachronistic to see Ty Awesome and the man he's become wearing these colors emblematic of childhood heroes.
Going up for the splash with the cover.
And Ty Awesome looking to take the opportunity, and now push may come to shove, figuratively and literally.
I will quote exactly what Styles said. It only matters that a member of Team Styles has Big Blue. He said that it is about protecting Big Blue. Doesn't matter who has it.
Long-time rivalry between these two men, Myles, Millennium, and Ty Awesome. He says his style is versatile, this Ty Awesome. Myles Millennium was out of contention for the title for a while. As long as Tyler Hastings was the champion, Myles Millennium was no longer allowed to challenge for that title. So in some ways, the best thing that ever happened to Myles Millennium was either Shawn or Chris Wylde getting that belt, because now the floor is open. There's no stopping Myles Millennium from bringing home Big Blue.
I got to tell you, though, Ty Awesome looks like he's coming awake. Myles Millennium through the ropes.
Well, he may have been coming awake, but right now, Myles Millennium putting him to sleep. Suicide dive to both Awesome and Carlson.
Is he going to get number 3?
He's going for it, and he did. And now, the only man in the ring. This is a no disqualification match, and it looks like Chris Wylde is the first to try and use that to his advantage.
I don't think he's going to use it to his advantage. I think he's taking a rest.
Well, it's still an advantage.
That's what we call in the business a rest break.
Sure, but it's still an advantage. It's not the way I meant it, but technically I'm right.
Technically you're right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And technically, Ty's a stooge right now.
I don't disagree with that whatsoever.
Taking it to Myles Millennium.
You got to wonder how Ty Awesome is looking at himself in the mirror right now when he gets home. As Chris Wylde walks out of here, how quickly he was replaced. You think that eats at Ty Awesome? How quickly? It wasn't even on. The night wasn't over. Backbreaker, and now Ty Awesome is on his own.
Breaks up the count. Ty Awesome is in for the guy with the supply.
And Stevie Ray Styles screaming at him. Ty Awesome is off the script. The game plan has fallen apart on the Styles stable, and I think that actually benefits Carlson and Myles Millennium more than either Ty Awesome or Chris Wylde.
I have a question. Do you think, being that he idolized the Blue Ranger growing up, being that the title is Big Blue, do you think it makes it that much more important to him?
I think there's that reason and so much more. All four of these men are desperate. You don't get into professional wrestling if you're well-adjusted. You get into professional wrestling if you got something you need to prove to yourself and to others. The only way to prove that here in 1CW is to hold Big Blue. It's everything for these men. And now we may see a friendship tested. There was no love lost between Wylde and Awesome. It's pure obligation. These two men actually like each other. But you know what they say about friends, right?
What's that?
They hit harder.
Going for the hug.
And they hug
showing
harder,
some
too.
respect.
They also hug harder. They hit harder and they hug harder.
Well, they know that they have to fight each other. They know that the other one wants this as much as them. Just because they have to fight each other doesn't mean that there can't be some mutual respect.
Strength advantage is going to go to Ranch Hand Carlson, but the speed and the precision offense is going to go to the Ripper, Myles, Millennium. And these two know each other very, very well. They've trained with each other for years.
Both these men just fighting Ty, stalking from the outside.
Frequent flyer, Myles applied from Myles Millennium.
And Ty, awesome, taking him out, going for a cover.
We have already seen Ty Awesome beat Myles Millennium once, so we know it's doable. We're going to see if he can do it again. Absolutely beautiful shooting star press that Ty Awesome is capable of. And
Styles knocks Ty from the top. It's another nut shot. What is it with 1CW heavyweight championships and shots to the nut?
Well, hypocrisy on display. It is not about any member of the Styles stable going home with Big Blue. It's very specifically about Chris Wylde.
Chris Wylde pinning Ty Awesome in the middle of the ring.
1CW Pro Wrestling Champion, the Hardcore, the headline, Chris Wylde.
Yeah, the headline's going to read that Chris Wylde wins at the expense of Ty Awesome. Ty Awesome told his soul. He gave up on everything he was in order to make it to the top of the mountain. And now that he's left empty-handed, his soul is just as empty. I don't know how Ty Awesome rebuilds. Not only does he not have the belt, his support system, his friendships, everyone is gone. That's a man alone.
And behind him is the man that he screwed out of the title, not once, but twice.
Myles Millennium and Shawn Carlson not even involved in that fall. Both men, I think, deserve opportunities at the title, and Ty Awesome just looks like he lost his best friend in the middle of the ring.
Carlson and Myles still in the ring with them. What kind of heart does Myles Millennium have? We might find this out right now.
It's a look of shame. When I see on the face of Ty Awesome, and maybe I'm projecting, but I see a look of shame and embarrassment. And he's looking now at these men who he has screwed over time after time. And for who? For who? People who just abandoned him.
Carlson saying he got what he deserved.
Myles Millennium and Shawn Carlson don't owe Ty Awesome anything. They don't. Ty Awesome has done nothing but brutalize the two of them. I mean, quite literally, Ty Awesome tried to make it so that Shawn Carlson couldn't have any more children. That's how vicious Ty Awesome has been. And,
ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of a sad ending to the match. I'm Mike Fresh. That's Jason Heat. This is 1CW. The crowd telling Ty, you heard what he said. This is on you.
That's a man who's got to take some responsibility and accountability for the fact that everybody else in this match has someone, and Ty Awesome is all alone. And the only one he has to be on his side is himself. And that seems like it's going to be piss poor company this evening.
What have I done?